Here he is. How you doing, buddy? Excellent. Doing better than our friend there. Oh, still busy. I've been busy, so we got the dog back. So he's had a walk, he's been looked after. Oh, that infected me, just stabbed in the head. You're doing better than him. Yeah. My folks have bought me a piano as well, so I've been learning how to play that. Alright. It's a really shitty swimming pool. Ugh. I was about to ask what diner was. I know what China is. That's that country that's near to China, isn't it? Right then. I haven't played this game since Sunday, so I'm getting used to the controls again. I've not even played my normal save file, can't be asked. No, it's not quite. No, I've still got a fair ways to go before we catch up with me. Although the way I've been blazing through it, we might get to it by the end of this session. We'll see. So when I play it for myself, I like to search every nook and cranny and refuse to move on.
Yeah.
So that adds a lot of time. It didn't, did it? But I got a bow out of it. Bow's pretty nifty to use. Works exactly the same as it does in the first game. And to use it to being stealthy. But you know what me and stealth are like.
That's one way to use mannequins. Let's see. All right.
You know what, I don't mind being detected. Sometimes I like a bit of an all-out brawl, it's a bit more entertaining. Sneaking's alright if you can keep going, but if you like...
Girl, did you see her?
No, the fucking guy is nearby.
But I can do this. Stealth.
I want every building in the area searched. Someone's out there.
I don't mind doing it every now and again. Huh? It's when you're like circling round like the same like building or the same car for like time and time again. Just trying to avoid one guy. Oh come on, you took an arrow to the chest. Bad dog. Invisible dog.
You fucking
Split shotgun. Oh, nasty. The only problem with like little graphical errors there, it really. Although I do quite like the idea of invisible dogs. Mostly because if I was walking my dog and he couldn't see any other dog, that would make walking him a lot easier. I do love the mines. The mines are fun. They nearly make up for the nail bomb. Come over here. Oh, don't forget about that.
Where'd she go? Find her and bring her down.
Find her? You mean the massive explosions that killed a couple of your friends didn't give it away where I was? Honestly. You deaf? Come and get me, I haven't moved. Beautiful. He's had it far worse than they have. Although it does makes it look like these stairs are actually very, very slippery and very dangerous. That's why you should always have a handrail, because you just get messed like this. Oh yeah, progression. Where the hell am I going? Yeah, you should put that in your letter of complaint.
Nothing to report. Gotta be around here somewhere.
Got you.
So you're being stealthy now.
Right here.
Oh, but I was. Oh, piss off.
March forward! All right.
Found her! Over here!
Can't be asked me. Whee.
Find where she's hiding.
Okay.
Oh, there's so many squads getting pulled in for one trespasser.
Because of the fucking school and the TV station.
I thought that was scars.
I think these trespassers might be working with them. Don't drop your guard.
Anyone see a sign of her?
Back to the knife stabs in the neck. Always with the knife to the neck. She's obsessed, is Ellie.
What?
It's Emma! What? What? She's fucking dead! You can't have gone far! What is it? Picked up something?
So really, can't fault her for that. But I can't imagine it'll look good on a resume. Specialist skills, stabbing dudes in there.
In that house! Get her, boy!
I caught her! Over here! By the fence! Fuck!
Is McDonald's still open? Depends what part of Leicester you're in. What are you on about the game?
Go, go, go!
Shooting at me. Rude.
Gotcha!
I'm gonna die. I imagine it isn't on neither's Primark, which is why everyone's annoyed. But Eddie don't give a shit about Primark.
Yeah, got it! Through!
Trespasser in here!
Whoa, where do you come from?
Dead!
Like that. Who needs to go Primark when you can find machetes lying around on the floor? I don't miss Primark at all. Or most shops, to be honest.
Go, go! Don't let him escape!
We've got them surrounded! Close in!
Whee.
What the hell are you doing here?
I think I'd let you do this on your own.
Jesse,
Where's Dina?
she's safe. She's just sick.
What kind of sick?
She's fine.
Christ, there's a lot of them.
Hey, how hurt are you?
I'll be okay.
Tell me you didn't come alone.
Give me shit about it later.
that, right?
Yeah. Right. See that truck?
That's your plan.
We need to get some distance.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Hey, be smart about it.
Okay, how we searching for?
Trespass.
I bet Ellie here could easily kill someone with a 6 scale rifle. Piece of cake. Now she'll probably kill someone with his chest set.
Yeah.
All right.
Right then, let's kill some dudes.
Omar?
We're there.
On me, come on.
I got your back.
Omar's fucking dead! Right over here!
Why didn't you kill her first, you prick? Anyway, she shouldn't have watched his back, she should have watched his neck. They learned nothing so far. It's better.
What the fuck's going on? Got the key. Let's go.
He was so frightened of having his neck sliced, his head just exploded.
Get in.
Get in there.
Hey, I'm in! Move in! Jesse, get us the fuck out of here!
I'm trying.
Jesse!
Jesus.
Watch out! Get the tires!
Hang on.
Go, go!
Keep him on.
Keep it steady! Look out! Go, go!
You got it. Come on.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Oh god! You okay?
Never better.
Okay. I think we're in the clear. Here, come on.
Oh, thanks.
This way.
Dina!
Oh my God. Jesse.
Hey, Dina.
Oh, hey. You okay?
Nothing a little sleep won't take care of.
We should get inside. Yeah, okay, come on. Easy. How'd you get past Maria?
I had to sneak out. Friends' problems are my problems. I heard you're sick.
Oh, it's just a stomach thing. Come on. Let's sit you down, huh?
You don't need to do that.
Oh, shut up. So when'd you leave Jackson?
Day after you, there was bad snow and I crossed into Oregon. I've been doing 18-hour stretches for the past 2 weeks trying to catch it.
Huh?
Are you with me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Anyway, it's silent treatment. Man, I mean, I forget my own birthday if she didn't remind me when it was.
You should just apologize to her.
I just said... Okay, what's going on?
Nothing. Why?
I can tell when you're off.
Just got some stuff on my mind.
You let me know if you want to talk about it.
Okay.
Got
Meanwhile, in the
stragglers.
past,
How many?
Just a handful. You want to give it a whirl?
you know, because of you, in 2 years' time, I'm going to go around on this grand adventure and stab a lot of people in the neck, don't you? It's all your fault, mate.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm feeling generous. See that sign there? Red one? Try hitting it. Good way to draw them out of wherever they're going. Got to aim higher. Leave the bullet room to drop. There you go.
Attracting them.
Well, we are on patrol. Let's clear them out.
Shit.
Make sure to compensate for the bullet drop. There you go. Too late.
No, I think given the circumstances, I think Joel and Tommy have done alright. Apart from Joel
Take
dying.
your time. That's all of them. Usually more over this way if you want to keep shooting.
Okay. Where are they coming from?
Hordes like to move through this area in winter. They always end up leaving behind a few stragglers.
They do the same routes every year?
Like a migration or something.
What's that about?
Well, when the barometric pressure reaches a certain temperature... Shit, I don't fucking know. Check out the shed. Looks like they're moving downhill.
Why?
Dead animal. Look up by the truck there. They're munching on food. Guess they're hungry.
It's like shooting infected in a barrel.
I'm impressed. Looks clear. Bet there's some this way.
Tommy, why does your rifle have infinite ammo and I can only carry 9
Skills.
bullets? What bullshit is this?
Look way out there. Under those gondolas. By that tower. You see it?
God, I like this thing.
3 left. Couple more out there. You're a natural.
What you think?
Beautiful. Well, I'm not seeing any more.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. Let's head in. See if Joel's back.
Sure.
I do night sniping. When given a choice in some first-person shooters, I always go for a sort of mix between
Hand her
shotgun
over.
and rifle, sniper rifle.
Hey, thanks for that. It's just what I needed.
Sure. Ladies first. I'm not supposed to say anything, but Joel's worried about you.
There's nothing to worry about.
Well, I'm sure there isn't. But if you don't talk to him, he's gonna think something's wrong.
I talked to him.
Well, you have to do more than hi and bye.
Okay, I will try.
That was y'all shooting up there, right?
Oh, just some stragglers. Ellie got to try out my scope.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, feels good.
I see you haven't gotten around to changing the string yet.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Yeah, we'll get you some new ones.
Well, there's that music store down there. I mean, that area's long overdue for a sweep anyway. I can keep watch.
What do you say, kiddo?
Sure.
And that's our cue.
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Get on now. He's waiting.
Get going, but I need to loot this place.
Why do you guys always volunteer for this patrol?
It's got the most comfortable couch in all the lookouts. Sat by the fire, put my feet up. Magic. This lookout suddenly fascinating.
I'm just making sure I have everything.
I hope they do. Really hope they do. I know this guy's main camp is like the dam from the first game, but this place seems so much nicer. It's way out at the top of the hills.
Maybe you don't need any strength. Sounds just fine to me.
It's got seating areas like this.
Yeah, it sounds
Seems
beautiful.
much nicer. I'd stay here.
Hey, what's this Savage Starlight doing here?
And it's got
Pretty
comics.
sure that's Joel's.
Certainly not a Planet Halt ripoff.
Okay, let's go.
Ah, that's why I wouldn't leave this place. No, that's as far as I go.
You coming?
Yeah?
So, you and Tommy cross anything when you was out?
Just the few we saw from the ridge. You?
You know, found 2 runners in a house.
I think I'll keep a click as a hood
Jesse
ornament.
tells me you're
I'll get it
handling your
shortly.
own quite well on the group patrols. He's even recommending you for paired patrols. So I think you're still a bit young for it.
I'm a better shot than almost all of them. And I have more experience than most of the new recruits
Look,
who've...
you think you're ready. I trust you.
Okay. Thanks.
You just do me a favor and start with the shorter routes for now. You know, see how you handle them.
All right.
Hey, you remember those, Savage Starlight comic books that you're into?
Yeah?
Tommy and I found some when we were moving through that school the other day.
Did you like them?
Oh, you know, it's not really my cup of tea, but... Dr. Daniela Starr, I mean, she's pretty...
She's a savage.
Well, what she does to Captain Ryan in that death match... Whew.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely deserved it, but...
That was a nice twist how they escaped.
You're funny.
Music store's up that way. I'm gonna have to leave the horses here.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You need a boost?
I got it. I don't think we can go this way.
What?
Put the lives at risk going to the music shop.
Must be able to
I
swim
can
across
relate.
there.
Okay, so now what?
Well, if you're up for it, we can try cutting through that hotel.
I'm up for it.
Someone shot the sheriff. Don't know about the deputy though. Probably just been lightly grazed.
Damn it.
Oh, that might be something.
It's teleport, Joel. You're
Think
over
you
there
can
like
fit in there?
a nanosecond ago.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Bloody hell.
Careful now.
Yep. I'm through! Hold on!
All right.
It's Hotel California. I haven't checked in, but I wish to leave.
See anything?
Looking. Well, hello.
Howdy.
You impressed?
Nope. You're just too skinny. Need to eat more.
You're welcome.
I say witchcraft, but they do have the ability to put out burning Molotovs straight in the backpack with no repercussions. It probably is witchcraft.
This place is giving me the creeps.
I think I see a way through, but we got spores.
Do I have to? It's just us.
What if we run into someone?
Okay, fine.
Well, we get exploded on our own trip mines like regular people, so yeah, it would make sense to, wouldn't it?
You gotta be smart at this. You stop wearing that mask, kiddo, and eventually you're gonna slip up in front of someone you shouldn't.
I've never slipped.
You ain't told nobody new, have you? Not Jesse, Dina.
Of course not.
Okay, good.
Got shoes on the bed. That's bad. Snow cove.
You ever been in here before?
You just patrolling the streets. Feeling like a bit of an oversight now.
Maybe.
Yeah, typical America. Who keeps handgun bullets and rifle bullets in the shower? Come on. And why can't I pick them up? No, fine. Didn't matter for clean, because they'll be long dead by now, I imagine.
Looks like it was shot a while back.
Like that.
Does patrol go through here?
Not sure.
Is it one of us?
Only people went missing from Jackson and them teenagers from last year. This was too old.
Oh, completely changing topic from silence. I watched that Sacha Baron Cohen thing at the Redneck Rally, and I had that bloody tune stuck in my head for the entire day afterwards. Yeah, sadly I can believe that. Haunted door.
This way. Come here.
I didn't see that bit, I only seen the bit where he was singing. It was pretty good though.
Patrol, right?
Okay,
Can't believe these people exist.
let's take them out.
It's the excuse I've seen in Australia, not Australia, Florida, saying they don't want to wear masks. Even Ellie's wearing a mask. Because it's like interferes with God's perfect breathing system. What a crock of bull. Yeah, I can see why as well, sadly. Yeah, I can't remember where the actual phrase came from. I think I just read it in an article somewhere on Facebook. You know where I get 99% of my news. Did you not see me? Yeah, no, it's just got to breathe. I mean, look at those doctors doing surgery. They have to hold the breath for hours.
Joel, I think we did it.
Why do they get paid so much?
I think so. Good job, kiddo.
Yeah, you too. So, what do you say we give up on those strings for today?
Couldn't have said it better myself. I think our only way out is forward now.
Oh, I miss my shotgun.
That looks like it might be something.
Following you.
On yellow taste my pipe. Seriously? Oh, it's scripted. Forgot about it.
That was too close.
Sure. But we fucking did it.
Yeah, we sure did.
You good?
You know, than being really old, ain't nothing a solid night of sleep won't shake off.
I want to get out of here.
I'd say for him it was more squeaky burn time. How'd you do, Mash Fit? Pretty good? Comfy? You'll be wearing it on the bus? Oh, I hate these cheap knockoff laptops with no branding on them. Battery must be dead on that. It is, it is. I nearly ventured into town on Monday, but couldn't be arsed. And I seen the whole thing about the second spike and the second lockdown, so I didn't bother. I don't need anything desperately. I just want to change the scenery, really.
Spores are clear.
Quite the fight back there, huh?
Yes.
Not often we get a bloater around these parts.
Yeah. Jesse and Dina are gonna lose their shit when they hear about this.
Let's deal with them two anyway. They're dating, right?
On and off. Why?
I hear the way Jesse talks about you.
No, Jesse and I are just friends.
No, I've got a pretty keen eye for these sort of things.
Not so keen with this one.
We'll see.
Don't hold your breath.
Well, I suppose it gets you out of the house for a bit, doesn't it? I do desperately need to get out of this village. Did make a trip to the garden centre to get some fishies. Still in the village. A bit further up the road. But I think that's shut again now. So I'm glad I popped in on Monday. Poor old Silver Loach was looking very lonely. So I've got some guppies and some sunset platies. Right, they went quite well. I did have neon tetras, but they like it dark, so I kept the light off. But these ones love it when the light's on, and they're very luminescent.
Squeeze through there.
The aquarium is the only bit of garden centre I do like. I can't be arsed enough. Can't be bothered with the rest of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ellie!
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel.
Huh?
I think it's them. The couple that ran away last year.
I think you're right.
Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else. We wanted to save lives. We had good intentions. We didn't make it an hour before running into a horde. Now we're bitten. We've decided we're gonna end our lives instead of turning. Please tell our family and friends that we're sorry. Love, Adam and Sydney. I shot her. I can't take my own life. I'm a fucking coward. Adam. Only they were immune, right?
Well, let's go get Tommy and we can get these bodies back to Jackson.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me.
I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
I could be hiding it. You do.
Do you believe that?
Is now really the time for this?
We traveled across the entire country to bring me to the Fireflies. I had so many questions for them. Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Because I let them run their tests. And when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless? Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
There was no cure. There's nothing that could help these people or anybody else. I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't. And we need to get these kids back to their families. Is there something else you'd like to rehash?
No.
Come on.
Jesse's passed out. Hey, let me do that.
He's a good guy. Why didn't you tell him?
It wasn't the right time. There you go.
What about this? Anything worthwhile?
Actually, yeah.
Abby?
No. This girl, Nora, her unit was assigned to this hospital. They were collecting supplies or something.
This hospital?
Yeah. Wait, you're gonna go now?
Yeah, we have a lead.
Like, at least just wait for Jessie to rest up.
She could be gone by then.
Ellie.
We know her location. Maybe Tommy does too. What?
Nothing.
Good. Can you come help me with the door, please?
Yep.
Right. If I follow Route 5, that should take me to the hospital.
Oh yeah, gameplay. I'll stop typing now.
Get her to tell me where Abby is.
Sector 5. Sector 5.
Gotta get through.
Who needs the quick part? Now here's the trick part. Oh, won't you sing with me? I apologise for that. Wait a minute, no I don't. It's only one drinks vending machine in the entire city.
Good. Who knows how many wolves are at that hospital?
Well, I don't know about me adopting it, but attempt and fail at it, definitely. If I had a style, it's having a lack of style. One other thing I remember when it comes to fashion, and it's got nothing to do with fashion. Do you remember the old Snickers adverts with, is it Normal Norman in black and white? It says, oh, grey will never go out of fashion because it was never in fashion. It's like, yeah, that's what I rock.
Progress.
Not grey, but just shite. Is it Kit Kat? Well done for remembering. That's the one. Well done. I know it was a chocolate bar. I remember it being advertised in the Beano. I thought that was one of the better mascots. He wasn't in your face or loud or anything like that. He was just a complete nerd. So it's finally something I can aspire to be. Completely normal. Except that didn't quite work out. And I failed at that as well. Oh well. The important thing is I ate a lot of Kit Kats. I know I even got one in the fridge now. Happy snatchy. Take that window. It's better. Very true. Yeah. God damn it. Although I always think back to Hitchhiker's Guide. Yeah. Timing is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. I know what. God damn it. Hey? I've been fake. Probably. Neither can I, that's always why I'm shit at playing The Last of Us on a Thursday. I'm better on Sundays when I'm hungover, I can focus more. Oh wait, that's a complete lie. I'm shit then as well. Fuck you, window. Oh no, yeah. Why isn't that working? What am I doing wrong? I got it. I'm pretty thick. There we are. There we go. So, because of how that looks and the other puzzles we've done, it looks like I can throw the rope over that and sort of swing across, like I've done before. But not this time.
Alright.
For no other reason than graphics. Doesn't really make sense. It seems graphics can't get a hang of Thursdays either. I do like picking up these rags as well to make Molotovs, because as we all know, if you want to survive out there, you've just got to know where your tower is. Within. Looks like it. Alright, let's get out of here before we hear some Vogon poetry. Let's be safe. Or not.
There we go.
I imagine making your own throne will be more satisfying.
Denied.
You can make it out of any material you want then. You can make it out of jelly. I'll sit on a jelly throne.
Let's see what they got in here.
Although I do have a little iron throne made out of Lego. Have you not got a light switch? Or are you staying in the dark to stay with the Last of Us ambience? Okay, that wasn't an... No, that makes perfect sense. Doesn't he know where his tower is?
Man,
I won't survive for very long.
Supplies.
Well, speaking of Spotlight, I coincidentally, I think I've got the name right. I watched a film called Spotlight the other day. But the journalist exposing the Catholic Church and all the naughty goings on that they did. It's got Michael Keaton in it, and Mark Ruffalo. I think it's called Spotlight anyway, or Searchlight. One or the other. I've rather enjoyed it. Peanuts. How much?
I got her! We're not going back, understand?
I knew that was coming, that jump scare actually got me the other day. You don't expect to be taken by surprise when you're in the tool shed. Upgrading. So well done, game developers, that worked. Yeah, it's worth a watch. Say it's on Netflix. If you like your, I believe it's based on true life. I don't know how much of it is true and how much has been romanticised. But you know, people talking. I'm going, oh no, bad people are bad. But yeah,
Jesus.
it's always nice to watch Michael Keaton.
People.
I mean, Batman versus the Catholic Church. Oh, Mark Ruffalo as well as a Batman and a Hulk. So, got the best of both universes. And they'll come together to fight the Catholic Church, the true enemy. Marvel and DC versus the Church. Hello.
Could be useful.
You've got to love an upgrade path that's just called explosives. Yes, I can imagine it would be quite hard to resist that. Because explosive arrows, yes please. Proof trap mines, yes please again. Done that skill tree. There we go. We may not have nail bombs, but we do have explosive arrows. And they're pretty cool. That's something else we can craft. It's going to end in disaster. Right then, everything. Oh no, I was going to upgrade my weapons. I got rudely interrupted by an actual decent jump scare. Draw speed. Draw speed. Yeah, let's do that. Bang. There we go. If Eddie can resist the urge to drink the WD-40, you can resist the urge to drink the paint water. You've got this. So, ghost door again.
Be more careful.
Right then. Puzzle. Ten 08, 13.
Better check it again.
No, not that. Here we go. I have to read. I want to read. Ah, right, got you. It's not the correct. Not today's date. It's 30 years before. Can't do math. No, it was 83.
I thought that was right.
God damn it. I remember how maths works and how old I am eventually. There we go.
There.
I'm a dumbass. But it's worth it. I got a bit of leather. Fucking A. Just what we wanted. And now we can have both guns equipped at the same time, so I don't have to keep cycling through. Which is very handy for changing on the fly when I'm under constant attack. Alright then, where the hell was I going? Ah yes, here.
Alright.
There was a puzzle here that stumped me for a minute or two. I mean, the solution's obvious, but it didn't hit me straight away, just because I didn't think it was possible. You'll see what I mean in a second. So we got this here, but if we let go of it, the shutter comes down. But we've also got this dumpster, which is on a ramp. But I don't think you'll be able to pull this off in time. Oh, you can.
Yes. Extra large. That's pretty smart, Ellie.
I can only come to the conclusion that time slows down for the dumpster for a second or two. Oh, Jean's not ruined.
Hospital. Fuck. Thought I'd be closer.
No, I think time has been glitchy the last, what, 4 months or so. I say, no one knows what day it is anymore. Way. That's gotta hurt your joints. Adios. Oh. Nope. That's how to waste your last bullet.
Nice.
Full Molotovs? No. Poo. Full ammo again. God damn it. What a waste. I can't come back either. Right. There's a couple of things I can't pick up, which is annoying. Bah. Any more crap. Nope. Cheapskate building. Have more goodies.
Ugh, stinks in here.
God, imagine having to stare at that wall every day. Working here will drive you mad. That's my eyes just looking at it. What's wrong with a good grey? Grey will never go out of fashion.
Oh.
Teasing me with stuff I can't pick up, game. Right, we get a new enemy type now. It's about damn time. These are essentially stalkers. They hide around corners and then dash at you.
Stalkers. Fuck. Need to find a way out of here.
Did I get in? No, I just wasted one. Good. Come on, let's have you. I ain't got time for your bullshit. Actually, let's kill one with an explosive arrow, just for shits and giggles. It's a bit overkill, but it's fun. Hello. Satisfying. Any more?
Shit. How do I get outside?
That threw me off for a second. I thought I could hear another one coming towards me, but it's just my laptop in the background, which is also on the Twitch channel. And it's like a delay on it. It's not helping. Some fire. Ooh, wrong gun. I think there's about a 3-second delay between me playing it and my laptop next to me. It's never been 1-to-1. But sometimes it's only out by about half a second. Yeah, it's his worst today. I missed that. Oh. No. Any more goodies? No, sod you know.
Where's the hospital? Much further. Felt that. Okay. Head down to the street.
Oh, didn't realise I had so much shotgun ammo. Right. Time to go gung ho. Or in my case, the snow. Oh, he's naked. Oh no, he's got pants on. Everything's alright. That's exactly what the thunderstorms are like around here the other week. Game, you couldn't go a whole hour without the sewer section, could you? Just had to squeeze another one in. Oh shit. I'm coming out the walls, man. Game over, man. Game over. Well, that was nearly death.
Right.
Seattle.
No, I like Seattle. That's where grunge comes from. Just wondering how this would play out if it was still the first game and Eddie couldn't swim. We just had to rely on pallets. Wouldn't go very far, would we?
Get me the hell out of here.
Shame all these super sections. I mean, not once bumped into any Ninja Turtles. Teenager or otherwise. What a shame.
Alright. Where the hell did I end up?
I'm sure that stuff we're eating was in date. Oh, Gate. I miss Gate.
Okay.
Squiffy's favourite character.
You are here. And the hospital's there. Cut through the park.
Yeah. I think we have to be a bit stealthy during this bit for a change. Or at least try to be and fail miserably. Very nice.
Who the fuck?
And that made you jump. Piss off. Can Eddie just try and go 2 minutes without trying to get killed? Whistle now, you bastard.
Where'd you run to?
go. Another section got through absolutely flawlessly.
Made it. Jesus. These must be the scars. Doesn't matter. Hospital.
I want to know what these scars are all played by Jeremy Irons. That will make the game better. I want to know what these cigars are made of to make them last at least 24 years and still be good. I'm guessing just pure sugar. That's when Yorkshiremen do maths, isn't it? E numbers. I'll get me coat. Oh wait, I live here. Shit. You raise our valley points.
Nope.
I can't think of Ebar Gun without thinking of the really old goodies episode where they pretend to be up north. They're studying the ancient martial arts of black pudding. I used to love the goodies when I was a kid. Some of it doesn't hold up very well though. Well, there's one episode where they go to Africa. That's the one, yeah. Yeah, there's one where they go to Africa, which amazingly made it to DVD. And, yeah... No. Other ones are fine. Like, from what I remember, like Goodies in the Beanstalk and Kit and Kong. They were great. I know they had so many episodes, but not like I've watched them all. I used to have a couple of VHSs with about 3 episodes a piece on. They were pretty good.
Other way.
I think when I went over to ITV, the show format changed, and it was nowhere near as good. Oh no, for the time, yeah, it would have been okay, but for a show that's like PG and they have liberal use of like the N word and W word, it's just like, oh no. I know it seems pretty obvious, but I remember having my mind blown one day at school because we were in a science class. We watched a science video and it was hosted by Dr. Graham Garden, which obviously made sense, but to actually seeing called like Dr. Graham Garden in the show and then seeing that's exactly how he is in real life, it's just a bit of a mindfuck. It's like, he's real? I thought it was just a character he played. There you go. For me as a kid, it was like akin to finding out that Ghostbusters really existed. It's like, what do you mean Bill Murray's actually a Ghostbuster? Shit.
Where'd she go? Look everywhere. Hunt her down.
Yeah, that'll be in the news next, won't it? I know. Bill Oddie being an ornithologist. Who the fuck? They should be telling me that Tim Brooke Taylor's dead. Sad times. Probably spotted. About to be. Hello.
Damn it! Watch it!
Fuckers. Dick.
All these guys are whistling at Ellie. It's almost like being in the 70s, isn't it? No one tell them it's not okay to do now.
She doesn't appear to be one of their group.
She'll want her.
That way! Keep it that way!
Shit.
Sound came from over here. Keep eyes on the truck.
Yeah, I think time-wise it's meant to be about 2030, something like that.
Brian, what happened? Seems we weren't as thorough as we thought.
2037, I think.
They're here, somewhere. Let's set them free.
Give or take. So it's not very progressive, is it? I missed out on all the Black Lives Matter and all that.
She can't have gone far.
Maybe in certain ways. I mean, I've yet to finish the games, so we'll see. I know a lot of people have been pretty split on like the conclusion to this game, but I've yet to see it for myself yet.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it is intriguing.
Okay. Did I lose him?
I do want to press on to see the ending for myself, but at the same time I've got several other projects on the go now, so try and take Togo for a walk a day. I'm trying to get cramming as much learning how to play the piano as I can now, so my days are actually filling up a little bit. Plus I'm meant to be writing as well, and that's touch and go. I spend too much time dicking around on Facebook, that's what. So I'm spending less and less time playing games. But I think when I sit down and do this streaming for like a big chunk of it, and I've played this for like 3 hours straight, I'm like, I can't be asked to play it. If I do play something else. He's a big boy.
You motherfucker!
That pistol shot probably killed him, but he didn't react to it. Something I do agree on is some people have said this game goes on for too long, and there's certain points where it should have ended earlier. So a few people have said it feels like they tried to cram 2 and 3 into the same game. Where'd you go? I imagine it is.
Jesus Christ.
Or maybe just a little bit short for this one. I say I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know how long it drags out for. And yeah, that may be bonkers. But most of the arguments for like big AAA games being short at the minute, it's because a lot of them are based on like online multiplayer and like stuff like roadmaps, like extra content for games. Because every game like wants you to pay for like DLC and all the microtransactions, get the season pass. But time is finite, so you can't play all the games all of the time. So they're constantly sort of competing, trying to get one up over each other. But you can't spend like all day saying play like Apex and then all day playing like literally any other game. So I've suddenly forgotten every single game that's ever made all of a sudden.
Let's try this.
I'd say this, especially if like games have like timed exclusives, it's like all triple experience over this weekend. It's like, but other games might be doing the same thing. It's like unless you've got a time machine and live forever, there's no way you can play all of them.
Better still be there, Nora.
Thing is, no matter how good the games get, how long or short they are, whatever selling point they've got, I'm still ultimately going to end up still playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, I don't think I can get through a single year without playing Super Metroid at least once. Whee! I've been looking at the PS5 and one of my main things is, oh, is it backwards? I really want to play Resident Evil on it, the original. I'd love that. What's that, a new game? I don't want to play a new game, I want to play Final Fantasy VII. Again. That's what I care about. I suppose when you look at it that way, probably in the future, if you ever on about games being shorter, if you get the urge to play a game like this, like The Last of Us, would you rather play, if you're getting pretty much the same experience, would you want to play like the first one, which I know now you can do in about 9 hours, or would you play for this one, which probably goes over, which I know goes over 20 hours or so? Especially if you just want a quick fix. You'd probably end up just playing the first one again, wouldn't you?
Did you find her yet?
If the gameplay is the same. I really enjoy the Final Fantasy games. It's hard to recommend which one to start with if you've never played one, especially if you've not played a JRPG before. I mean, the easy one would say, play FF7, because for my money it's got the best story, it's got the best characters. But it's like reading the book. All of them are different, so people are going to say different things.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Easy. Easy.
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Get him with a throat stab. I couldn't quite make this out last time, but I'm pretty sure she's playing Hotline Miami on the PS Vita, which is a game I've never played, but I've heard good things about it. I do tend to replay a lot of games. Sometimes it's like trying to put off buying a new game, unless it's something I really want, because obviously gaming is an expensive hobby. So I want something new to play, but I don't want to pay 60 quid for it. So shall I just play something I've already got again? But if it's a game I really like, I've got no problems replaying it again and again. And the Resident Evil ones are prime for that, because none of them are really long. Like Resident Evil 4, I believe, is the longest by a long shot. It's like 20 hours or so long. But I've still played that about 7 or 8 times at least over the years. But like the Resi 3 remake, I just streamed. I finished that twice in the same day. Did a warm up to see if I could do the challenge, and then I did it again live. Yeah. It does help if you're good at it though. But hey, if you like a game, there's no reason why you can't replay it again.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
I tend to be, in my own time. I won't do it while I'm streaming because it just gets boring. No one wants to see someone hang around the same area for fucking hours. Just want to press on, don't you? Is that what I'm doing here? And compared to my other playthrough, I've already shaved about 10 hours off. Just by not going around in circles all the time. Again, no, if it's a game I really like, I will go for completion. I'll play it once. Go in blind. Get what I get naturally.
This is taking all day. Should have been at least
But if I
2
like
more
it, I'll
minutes
play it
assigned to
again.
this much
Try it
inventory.
on, and try and get all like the trophies and achievements. You know, stuff like do it on hard mode or do it without using certain techniques or items, that kind of thing. Sometimes, if the game's well made, then that's quite fun to do. Like if you play the game without using a certain item or something, or a certain weapon, then it forces you to play the game completely differently.
What the hell are you doing?
Or if the game's got like multiple endings for doing certain stuff, then it's worth doing.
It's Colin! Someone fucking got him!
Yeah, I generally do. I'll never go for easy mode, I always go for normal for the first playthrough, and then I'll crank it up for the second. You're gonna go fall for the same trap.
Someone killed Chris! Van
They
up!
killed me? Bastard. Not a very nice little corner around here, is it? I've made a bit of a mess here. Oh well. I'd say easy is going for the motions, but it depends on the game. Some are stupid hard to begin with. Normally it's by poor design. Hello, doggy. Who? Not you.
We lost another one! Someone's picking us off!
Yeah, what was I saying? When I played for XCOM for the stream, that was on easy mode.
Just like that.
And that's still a bitch. I have beaten XCOM on normal difficulty. I would never even attempt it at hard difficulty. Because it's got permadeath in it. You could get so far through and then one little mistake leads to a cock-up cascade. And it's like game over and you lose all of your progress. That to me would just... would just ruin the experience for me. If like in Resident Evil it's on the hard mode and I die and die again, but I don't lose any progress. But just a little bit of progress. Just like go back to a checkpoint or something, it's not too bad. But to restart the entire game from scratch, screw that.
We're coming for you!
Especially in a game like XCOM where it's not like an hour you lose, it's like 30 hours just straight down the toilet. See, I like a game to have a lot of variety. So I'll play through a game with whatever weapons or skills I find the most comfortable or fun to use. And then if I do play it again, I'll choose something completely different. It's a very hard balance to strike with some games though. I'm all for them being complex, but it needs to be like introduced in basically in drips. But some games they just throw everything at you like, all at once, and it can be pretty hard to get your head around. You can't, or it's impossible, but for me it just puts me off a lot. It's like I could learn how to play this, but you know what, I don't think I can be arsed. Especially when I could have far more fun just playing something like Doom, where I don't have to put any thought into it whatsoever and still have a good time. Just go forward and shoot the bad thing. And listen to some metal while I'm doing it. It's just very satisfying. So what, in your opinion, would you say? You say long time to master. Which examples spring to mind? I'm intrigued. Ah, yes, you did mention that before. Our cutscene coming up, so I think I'll have a quick butchers. Probably spring some memories, but. Okay, man.
What the fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
I remember the advertising for the Getaway, and that the one that had the Mini with the Union Jack all over it, if I remember rightly. Never played it though.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
What do you want?
Abby was here earlier. Where'd she go?
I don't know. You shoot me. The sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead. Tell me where she went and I'll think about letting you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Where's Abby?
You still hear his screams?
What?
I hear them every night. Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
Fucking
Help! Trespassor! Somebody, please!
Nora! You can't escape this! Damn it!
Shoot her! Stop!
Got you! Come on!
Throw down your weapon!
No, wait.
Back up!
Put your gun down!
You can walk away from this, okay? I can...
Shut the fuck up!
Gun down! Hands up!
Get back!
You have nowhere to go. Get downstairs! Take her out! The fuck's the power doing on?
Yeah, that was intense.
Find the trespasser.
Is that all of them? Okay, while the two guys they were having a bit of a heart-to-heart, I had a quick look at Hidden Dangerous, and I have played it. I believe I had it on the Dreamcast. I don't remember playing it for very long, like a World War II squad-based shooter. I've definitely played it. And I've seen there's 2 sequels and a few add-ons, obviously they're for PC only, which I've never played. But yeah, I've definitely played that before. remember I had a... See, as much as I love my Dreamcast, I remember playing a handful of games, loads and loads and loads, like the 2 Power Stone games, like Sonic Adventure. They were great, but I know I had a collection of like another 8 games or so. I can't bloody remember at all. There was another RPG top down, and I can't remember what it's called, how it played. I know I didn't get very far in it, but I picked it up several times. But I can only like get a mental image of it now. But yeah, Hidden and Dangerous. That's completely forgot about that. Even when you mentioned it, it didn't ring a bell. I think I mentioned it may have done last time, but I had to look it up. It's what Hidden and Dangerous. What's that? I thought it was something like the game that sprung to mind, oddly enough, is Rick Dangerous. But that's definitely not the same thing. I know everyone says how great Jet Set Radio is on the Dreamcast, and that it's like one of its best games. I've never played it, never owned it. Which I think is blasphemy on my part.
Okay. Where'd you go?
I got given the option at one point. It said, "Oh, do you want to play Jet Set Radio? It's a cel-shaded game where you jump and skate." And I think my mindset back then was like, "Nah, I want to play Resident Evil Code Veronica for like the 90th time because I can." And I don't know why. As much as I love the Resi games, the Code Veronica is probably one of my least favourites. Because every time I replay it, it seems like every section I get to, I'm like, oh god, it's this bit. Oh no, it's this bit. Oh fuck, it's this bit. So I can reflection, it's like, do I actually enjoy any section of this game? I mean, clearly I do, because I keep replaying the damn thing. Seems to get a weird kick out of it. See, that was the thing at the time with Jet Set Radio, being the cel-shaded graphics, and like videos. If a YouTuber was around then, I'd have maybe picked it up, but because I didn't really see any of it in action, it didn't show off how good it is. When you back then, if you just seen like a cel-shaded screenshot, it doesn't do the game justice. You really do have to see it in motion for it to work. Just seeing still images doesn't do anything for it. Same with like the first Borderlands, it looks a bit crap from a screenshot, but to see it in motion looks great.
Hi, Nora.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Where's Abby?
You're breathing spores. You're her.
You Firefly?
There are no fireflies anymore.
Where's Abby?
I'm fucking dead anyway. Why would I tell you anything?
Because I can make it quick. Or I can make it so much worse.
about what he did. How many people are dead because of him?
Last chance.
I'm not giving up, my friend.
She's having a good time, isn't she?
It's me.
Holly. Are you okay?
Christ. Is that your blood?
She's hiding out in this aquarium.
Okay. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. Arms up.
I made her talk.
It's okay.
I don't want to lose you.
Oh, this bloody hallway from the end of the first one. Comes back to haunt you again.
Left a lot of stuff behind.
Yeah, one of the worst bits in Veronica is one of the tyrant fights where you're on a plane. And if you save it there, there's no way you can go back and look for other items. So if you don't have enough ammo, you're just completely screwed. Worse still, it's about the only Resi game where you don't automatically have the knife in your inventory. You can miss it. So if you didn't pick up the knife, then you literally have no way of fighting back. And if you don't know it's coming, you just completely screw yourself. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Have you played, I'm going to assume no, but have you seen Resident Evil 7 at all in any way, shape or form? I was thinking after I do this, I might give that a playthrough. Yeah, the music in that was pretty good as well. It's over really quickly though, if you know what you're doing. If you get the rifle, you only have to hit him about 4 or 5 times, and that's it.
What is this?
I can speedrun 7. I haven't played it for a while though, but I can definitely get that done in an evening. I can do that in a single session. I think my quickest time is about 1 hour and 50. But I can give that a playthrough for you. I'll stick it on an easy difficulty and just fly by. I might for a laugh, because I've finished it so many times and done everything on it. I've unlocked all the like cheat stuff, like infinite ammo, all that kind of stuff. So I might just blaze through it doing that, like using all the rewards just for a laugh. You'll still get the same story out of it, so it won't be like you'll be missing out on anything. You fancy that?
Most people have left already. I don't know which group I'm gonna join. I was one of the ones that wanted to go after the smuggler and the girl. They said, even if we found her or by some miracle found someone else that's immune, it'd make no difference. Because the only person who could develop a vaccine is dead. Or by some miracle found someone else that's immune, it'd make no difference. Found someone else that's immune, it'd make no difference. Because the only person...
Ellie! Come here. What the hell were you thinking? Running off in the middle of the night like that. You talk to me. You don't just leave me a goddamn note.
Tell me what happened here. If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again. But if you tell me the truth, I'll go back to Jackson. No matter what it is. Just say it. Joel.
Making a vaccine. Would have killed you. So I stopped them.
Don't you fucking touch me! I'll go back. But we're done.
Right then, to the aquarium. Let's go see some little fishies.
Dina? Jesse?
Fishies don't have necks, I can't stab them.
You look, Joel. What's your favorite? Dina? Jesse? Where are those two?
She had a rough night. Barely could get her to keep water down.
You should have woken me up.
Is she pregnant?
Yeah?
I get why you came out here. But we gotta take her back. She needs real care and she's not gonna get that.
Yeah, I know. I can't just leave Tommy. He's out here because of me. Maybe you could take her back.
She's not gonna leave without you. Screw it. Let's get Tommy. This aquarium that girl told you about. Tommy hasn't found Abby yet. We'll post up there until he does.
And you're good with leaving Dina by herself?
Her orders.
Okay. Let's go tell her we're leaving then.
I'll just meet you up front.
Yeah. Hi. Hey, babe. I need you to lock the door for us. Okay.
Let's do it.
Your map showed the aquarium along the shore. Should be down this way.
Yeah. Does anyone stay dry in this city?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you about an iMac.
Come on, help me up.
Okay, go for it.
Switch light is great though. Well, I've only got the regular switch, which does plug into the telly.
Okay.
But it's handheld as well. And I just keep it in handheld. But sometimes I just like to lie in bed and I'm too lazy to turn on the TV. Plus I get to play Dark Souls in the toilet, so that's my life peaked.
Thanks.
What did you tell Dean?
They were hoping to find Tommy at the aquarium.
Yeah, I suppose you don't need another expensive one.
Tell her you knew. If that's what you're...
I wasn't.
I should really play guitar more.
This aquarium a wolf?
I've got a piano now, so that'll keep me sated for a little bit. Till I get bored.
Abby's hiding out there.
You get her to tell you why they did it?
Yeah. Joel had falling out with some fireflies. No, former fireflies.
No matter what hobby I pick up, I can always come back to good old reliable Resident Evil. It's like my one.
I see a light through here.
Jammed?
Yeah.
I would say a certain blue hedgehog as well, but he's become a bit of a whore of it late. And the Rule 34s has got extremely out of hand, so it's somewhere I don't really want to hang around with. I do like playing, but I've got to be honest, I have to be in the right mood for it. Like, really in the right mood, and have the patience for it. If I'm trying to play something and I just keep falling, I'll get in the arse and just put it down and don't want to pick it up again for like a month.
You ever worried they're gonna come back to Jackson after us?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going through a lot of their people. In their city.
Because of what they did.
Didn't Abby and her friends come to Jackson because of something Joel did?
This place isn't like Jackson. I mean, Joel and Tommy helped Abby when she got attacked. These people are trying to kill everyone around them. I mean, they shot you on sight, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. How long has Dina been this sick?
Only a couple days. When we first got here, she fucked up a bunch of wolves. You'd have been impressed.
I bet. You don't cross that girl.
Yeah, what was I saying before I was interrupted by NPCs? Ah, bollocks, it's gone. Never mind. I'll remember in a minute when I start talking again. Oh yeah, yeah, for me, if I'm trying to play a piece of music and I keep looking up and just getting, it also makes me annoyed at the song. So if it's a song I like and I just can't do it, I just don't want to hear it anymore. It's like the same as it's exactly the same as when you listen to a song too many times and it just gets old. Because if you keep playing the same riff over and over again, it just does you nothing. So yeah. So if I do play something, I try not to play stuff that I know my friends play. I try and do something different. So when I first picked for had all this, everyone seemed to play "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple. I can see why, because it's an easy enough track to play. But I've made a point of never actually learning how to play it. So instead I learned how to play Black Knight, which I prefer anyway. But I just had to be awkward. It's like, oh, if everyone's playing that, I don't want to play that, I want to play something different. Because everyone seems to play Smoke on the Water. Every time you go see a covers like rock band, they always pissing play Smoke on the Water. Like, play something else. But yeah.
Hey.
It's my little rant out of the way. Yeah, I told you, everyone wants to play Smoke on the bloody Water. Especially if I keep getting it wrong. If I keep going like, no. And they keep doing it for hours and hours and hours. It's like, no, wait, I've got this.
Why didn't she tell me about it? The pregnancy.
Listen, I'm sure she'll tell you about it when she...
Going down today. All the units are being rounded up.
Who did you hear it from?
Make sure this area is clear. Wait for the other units. Scar.
So, last time...
Yeah, I've been to a lot of open mic nights and places that specialise in playing guitar, and that. People always play the same bloody things.
They're gonna shoot us out of the goddamn water.
Wipe them
Right here!
So me and my dad used to go to like guitar clubs a lot. Not like open mics, but like kind of like lessons, but like informal. Just like going around in a circle and playing songs. I don't think I've ever been to one, and I've been to several. Every single one has a guy that will play bloody Bad Moon Rising every time without fail.
They're at war with this fucked up cult.
Heard them talk about it.
I used to go a fair bit, and every time I went and it happened, eyes rolled so hard. And I swear people heard me say, oh for fuck's sake, out loud.
You're lucky.
It's like, oh, this pissing song again. Play something else. For the love of God. It's not like it's a bad song, but not every fucking week. Or twice a week, or 3 times a week. It's like, please, there are other songs. Learn how to play them. For my own sanity. So I learned how to play Black Knight on bass, but when I first picked up the sorry, on guitar. But when I first picked up my bass, I learned how to play a load of Rage Against the Machine, which is not easy to do. It's quite complicated. But they were the band I was really into at the time, when I was 18. Bloody love Rage. So I just learned to play a load. And still to this day, it's like a sort of litmus test. Like, if I pick up a guitar, no matter how long I go without playing, my fingers will just know where to go to play Killing in the Name. It's like riding a bike. I forget everything else, but I remember how to play Rage. I haven't watched American Werewolf in London for donkey's years. I know Rick Rail's in the beginning of it, but yeah, and it's a great film. John Landis, isn't it?
What's up with all these posters?
It's the kind of show that shouldn't be on.
Comics. Wait, what was happening here?
A gathering for people who were really into this stuff. Like you, basically.
We were born in the wrong time, man.
I still can't get over the fact that people didn't realise it was political. It's like, what have they been listening to all these years?
What were you saying? Before? About Dean. You said she'll tell me when...
Once things are wrapped up here.
I guess at some point it'll get pretty hard to hide it. Do you know if she's gonna keep it?
I don't.
She sure does. Did you ever see the sequel, American Werewolf in Paris? Because oddly enough, I've seen that more, because I used to have that on VHS, for some reason. I think my dad picked it up cheap. But at the time it was like one of the only R-rated horror movies I could get my fingers on. For ages. So I did end up watching it a fair few times. And that has Baps in it too. So, you know, teenage kid watching a film with Baps in, he's happy.
Look at this.
It was interesting.
The aquarium. It's right next to that Ferris wheel.
Here's hoping Tommy has the same info. Damn it. Looks like we're swimming.
See, I've not seen it for a very long time. Not since VHS, so I imagine it doesn't hold up very well. I think it's got some practical effects in, but it's mostly CGI, so it's bound to look terrible now. But I'd have to see it again with my trained eye. I'm used to seeing good graphics. I think it is pretty shitty on reflection. But for an impressionable teenager, it was alright, I guess. It did the job.
Okay. Where now?
But the first one still looks great.
Working on it.
And I say, you can't beat practical effects. It's just like The Thing. No CGI in that. It's going to always be better than... Did you... What's on about The Thing? Did you ever see the 2011 remake one? With the CGI? Tom Savini, aka Sex Machine from Dust Till Dawn. The Thing, the prequel to The Thing, 2011 one. Did you ever see it?
I don't hear anything.
It's got Mary Elizabeth Swanstead in it.
I think so.
I didn't hate it. It had a couple of good bits in it. But they made The Thing like completely CGI. Apart from one or two bits, and it looks dreadful. I think there's one bit that looks okay. Because it's like more in the background, it's kind of out of focus. That's pretty good. I can assure you that even not being a shoddy pirate, it still looks pretty bad. But there were a few bits about it I did like. As I say, the main bit that springs to mind is they don't do the blood test, so in order to check to see who's the Thing, they go on like fillings and who's got like metal parts in the body that it can't replicate. I thought that was clever. There's also a bit on the alien spaceship right near the end, which looks like it's meant to be like a big computer, but it really does look like it's unfinished rendered graphics. I'm trying to remember how it looks. I think it's dark in places, but not so you can't tell what's going on. It's not as bright as the original. I'd say if you can find a better copy of it, give it a whirl again. But yeah, but take it with a pinch of salt. Don't go in expecting Shakespeare.
Okay.
But I didn't
Now
hate
that's
it. Which, considering how big a fanboy I am of the original, it's got to be saying something.
This way.
Yeah, mine too. But I still keep watching the same old shit. It's like, oh, I could be watching all these films I haven't watched. Nah, let's just put The Simpsons back on. Or watch some nerdy guy on YouTube. I played the game on PS2. I didn't get very far on it because I didn't really like it all that much. Of the thing.
Dead end.
Think you can get through there?
Let's see.
Change of medium, but did you ever read the comics based on the thing?
If you told me you were leaving.
They ain't very good,
I didn't think you'd be okay with all this.
but they have some interesting ideas.
What happened to him was messed up. I would have come.
Joel liked you a lot too, you know. He used to think I had a crush on you.
Really?
I mean, you're handsome and whatever, but I'm not into your type.
What, Asian?
Yeah, that's obviously what I meant.
Yeah, considering I'm a guy that loves these Marvel films and like superhero films, I've still to this day never read a comic book. Ever. I grew up on the Beano and Dandy and like Buster Beezer, Whizzer and Chips, Topper, all that kind of stuff.
Pretty messed up. Putting fungus in the kids section.
Mushrooms didn't exactly carry the same meaning back then.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the Thing comics, let me think.
Yeah, Battle Ghosts. It's about these space marines who fight off alien ghosts.
Sounds like something you'd like.
I remember my mum bringing it back from a charity shop once. One called Topo Gigio, like some French mouse, like sort of stop motion type stuff. I thought that was crap. I never really give it a fair shout. I don't think it was really my thing.
So assuming we survive this.
Uh-huh.
I say as soon as we get back, we get drunk and play some board games.
Oh yeah?
I want to feel normal.
Oh, that sounds great. Except I don't think Dina's gonna be drinking.
Well, she can stay sober.
Yeah, bloody love this. I started reading it about 99, I think. And I had like every issue for like 5-6 years. And then I missed one copy. Sort of stopped buying it after that.
Blood's still wet.
It's like missing out on a collectible. I missed one, so I was like, oh no. Let's stop buying it now. But to be fair, Vizzy's on Facebook, so I get all the top tips and letterbox stuff on there, which is some of the best stuff to me. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, for the umpteenth time, the Thing comics, from what I remember, they treat it a bit like they do like Ash from Evil Dead. Like let's see. So it's the Thing like gets out into like the rest of the world, starts taking over people, and the Creedy is like treated as this sort of anti-hero that can fend it off because he knows what it is, and everyone else just seems to die around him. Yeah, I don't know if that's the vibe they were going for, but that's how it seems to come across.
Got him! Sweep the area for survivors.
Good job, boy.
Bravo needs to get here. I'm ready to do this.
Blimey, nearly it's 3 hours already.
I'm sure it ain't easy driving a boat back here.
Get through this section, that'll do us for the night, I think.
You'll get your chance. We all will.
Here, doggy, fetch. Hey, you mean like the comic books or the films? One I was always intrigued on, and I hope I'm getting the right franchise, but it was Ash from the Evil Dead versus like Marvel zombies. That really appealed to me. All the superheroes are zombies. So zombies, but with all the powers. And it was just down to Ashley J. Williams to fight back against all of them. Never read it, but I always wanted to. Sounds like my bag.
I think Abby picked the aquarium because they're so damn hard to get to.
Maybe.
Yeah, oddly enough, we're on about hover stuff. The piece of writing I'm working on at the minute, I say working on, I mean manically typing down the sort of bollocks. I'm on about the subject of horror, and essentially so far I've said like how much I loved it to begin with, but I've sort of not that bothered anymore about it. Nothing appeals to me as much as it used to.
Jesus. How the hell are we crossing this?
We could use that road. It's pretty fucking far.
Or we use that.
Yeah. That's better.
Come on. This way.
See, what I've found, my biggest bugbear at the minute, is I see all these like the new horror films that come out, the ones that get critically acclaimed. I don't think I've liked a single one of them. I sort of go in and think, wow, that was boring, or that had plot holes in and made no sense.
So what's the plan? We take these guys out and steal their boat?
Definitely taking their boat. It's up to them if they want to get in our way.
Hopefully it's a small crew.
I do like a bit of body horror. Like, not because of the gore and it's violent. It just looks neat. It just pops out. It's just like visually interesting. Because you imagine so much of it's been done. It's hard to find the workaround. But one that springs to mind, like a recent horror film that everyone seemed to love was It Follows. And I watched it, I was bored. It's just like, oh, load of teens get together and like, it's like, oh, we're doing this trope again, are we? Seen it, it's been done. Let's see. Films that spring to mind. Obviously The Thing, with body horror. Like Cronenberg stuff like The Fly. What else? Videodrome. Videodrome story-wise I thought was a bit weird, but I do like the effects in it. Yeah, but all the critically acclaimed stuff, everyone says, oh, this is great, you should live that one. It's like, it weren't that great.
Place is wrecked.
You don't say.
I'd say one of the best horror films I've seen in recent memory. If you haven't seen it, one called The Void. I think it's... I don't know an awful lot about the production, because it never made it massive or anything. I think it's Canadian, and it wasn't done on a very big budget. But yeah, if you can find it online, say The Void, it's very reminiscent to John Carpenter stuff. I'm not surprised, I don't think anyone has. Squiffy knows about it, I'm sure I think he told me about it and I went to check it out. But yeah, that's all like cosmic horror, tentacles, twisted shit, all the thing type stuff. I do highly recommend that. It's got like a bit of mystery to it as well. But nobody ever talks about it.
Got it. Come on.
The Nick Cage one as well that came out recently, The Colour Out in Space, which is based on the H.P. Lovecraft one. That's not too bad either. That's very recent. It's not like brilliant. It has got a lot of good effects in it. So it's worth it just for that. There's always something like interesting to look at going on. And it is a bit fucked up in places. I'd say it's very loosely based on the H.P. Lovecraft one. But it's not like one-to-one or anything. It takes like the basic premise and then just goes its own way with it.
Shit. You four, take the land bridge to the marina. The rest of you, hold here and wait for orders.
We're supposed to wait here while our guys are being sniped?
You have our orders. We'll have more than enough people.
I never really got into... well, it's not like I didn't get into it, I was like completely oblivious to Lovecraft until about... what, 7 years? Obviously I've seen works which are clearly inspired by Lovecraft, but I've never actually listened or read any of his stuff. And I'm just on a whim, I just got an audiobook for Call of Cthulhu. I really loved it. And the next thing I know, I bought the complete works of it and read that. But yeah, you can see how much like Carpenter that's inspired by it.
We can get to the marina through here.
No, we're taking a boat.
You heard them, right? They're talking about Tommy.
We don't know that.
Who else is it gonna be?
If it is him, he'll be gone by the time we get there. Abby is where he'll be headed, so if we just
What
fall,
if he's in trouble?
he can take care of himself.
Jesus Christ.
The best way to help Tommy is to go after Abby. You do this, I'm not saving your ass again.
I really hope you make it.
the engine back up. Where should I put in?
Right there, that's 3 hours. We come up to a new area, so I'm going to call it a night there. It's a very good place to start. But yeah, as I say to you, dude, check out the Void if you can. It will be right up your alley. So it's one of the best horrors I've seen in years. I think it's a few years old now. I think it's about 4 or 5 years old now. But yeah, honestly, it's worth it, dude. Anyway, I'm going to leave Ellie swimming here until Sunday, because I'm a horrible, horrible person. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night. And take care. I know, that's twice now. I'll have a word with him later. Okay, have a good night, dude.